I'm an architect, event and spatial designer, founder of a travel brand, and above all, a girl head over heels in love with the world. And welcome to my New York vlog. So we flew from Heathrow to JFK, and my travel ritual always involves a special treat. This time it was a jure macaroons and a thematic book. And what screams US more than Kirok?
It's all very Jack Kerouac.
I did some reading, watched a movie, did some editing on the plane, and before we knew it, we have landed. The excitement of being in the US hit me as soon as we landed. Growing up in Latvia and living in Western Europe, the American culture is very much ingrained in every single day. So, although I've never visited US, every single thing actually felt very much familiar. I'm really waiting for a moment when I'm gonna cry, and I feel like it's about to hit. Checked in and are having a look tour of the hotel, which looks super cool. Whoa, that's a view! So we're doing this thing where we're staying at different hotels every single night. Every hotel is in a different area, which is why we're staying in different hotels. So I'm gonna do like a little review of the area and the hotel. And this is the first one. It's in a super touristy area. It's not far from Times Square. It's also walking distance to Central Park. So we're gonna do the original soup kitchen.
No soup for you!
And fresh sweet green. So we'll see which one we prefer. And we're gonna do a little picnic in Central Park. And after that, we'll try our luck at the Bellman's Bar. Ever since I saw New York on the trains, I've been dreaming of trying this place. It's like a movie. Yeah, not yet, but then I feel like as soon as I see the New York view, it's gonna hit. So we've picked up all the goodies and are going to the very specific rock that I found in a movie. I'm gonna do the Kardashian shake. Ta-da! As we got the first impressions of the city, and I finally did cry a little from the realization of, yeah, we are here and the dream of mine has just come true. We have moved to our evening plans of going to the Bellman's Bar at the Carlisle. This was honestly the perfect combination of everything we love when going out. Good quality cocktails, beautiful paintings, or in this case, murals. These particular ones were by Ludwig Bellmans, live jazz and great interiors. We then had a little stroll around the area, passing by the 5th Avenue and the Madison Avenue, seeing Mark and people watching a little before finally giving up and getting a taxi back to the hotel. Too tired and wanted to change to something warmer, and now we're having a quick walk to Times Square, just, to like tick it off the list. And that's that. We're gonna go to sleep because we are waking up tomorrow at like 6 for an early start. So, wrapping up the impressions of the first day, by the end of not even the full day, the city has already stolen our hearts. Not even the jet lag, herds of tourists, rubbish, rats, and crazy people on the streets could ruin this for us. We were just so excited to see everything and so completely taken by what they actually do say is true, the magic of the city.
You really are smitten.
So staying in Midtown on our day one was actually a great choice, as it was close to everything touristy. Although it did give me the strongest Oxford Street vibes, which as a true Londoner, I'm programmed to hate. But on the bright side, it was very close to everything we planned on seeing the very next day. So overall, I'm glad we experienced it a little, but didn't stay longer than a day.
Good morning. We are off to breakfast at Cipriani and then we'll go to the Met, which I'm super excited about, and then we're gonna meet a friend of mine for a quick coffee at Ralph's Coffee. This will follow with some touristy things. Yeah, morning show. Oh my god. We had a really good, proper breakfast in like a good old American Italian place. Actually felt like there's supposed to be someone, like a mafia, sitting in the next table.
No one can come up behind you and whack you with a cannoli.
Oh, because he left the gun and took the cannoli.
I wouldn't say the food was the best. I feel like you need to come to Cipriani, sorry for my pronunciation, for dinner, which is a proper thing to do. Not for breakfast, but because we had all the reservations already, we couldn't put it anywhere for dinner, so I had to go for breakfast. Overall, I think it was good, but not for food, but for atmosphere. And now we are having our morning walk in Central Park. This was the most magical morning ever. To see just for ourselves and the early morning Central Park, and specifically on Central Park, I actually don't expect it to feel so peaceful and so not central. The serenity, the greenery, it felt like a completely different world within a city. Although from what I know, it was actually very much planned and designed. It did feel quite natural and quite countryside-y.
Sounds idyllic.
So after this sunny, long walk in Central Park and watching people having family time and being on dates and doing sports, we moved on to our next stop, which was the Met. And so it's this huge. We decided to focus a little bit and focus on very US specific halls that we wouldn't have otherwise been able to see anywhere else in the world, or at least it would have been a bit problematic.
Well, we should get going then.
So we decided to see something more unique, more US specific, and instead go to the Robert Whitman collection, the American Wing, and the Modern Contemporary Art. The American Wing and the Met is a treasure trove. First, the triangular Triad Room, a true to scale recreation, it offers insights into his uniquely American architecture. Then, the Art of Native America. This exhibit honors diversity and showcases the deep significance of these artworks. It's truly a unique and important experience. And then, of course, the 20th century American art galleries and European paintings, those were equally mesmerizing. As Europeans go, we are a little spoiled when it comes to museums, but the Met honestly exceeded our expectations. Anyways, next on the agenda was meeting a friend of mine for coffee at Ralph's. After the coffee break at Ralph's, we continued our touristy walk. Fifth Avenue, St. Patrick's Cathedral, Saks, it felt like stepping into the scenes from a movie.
So Gossip Girl Palace Hotel was a one big scam. It actually looks completely different inside, I had no idea, and then there's construction happening in this like nice courtyard where they had all the drama. So that's that. Now on our touristy walk, next stop is the Chrysler Building, and here we can already see it.
After giving my teenage self a little fangirling Gossip Girl moment, we were back to it. Empire State Building, Grand Central, New York Public Library, and the Bryant Park. And so, as we were exhausted from this walk, we went for a snack. But a real, proper American snack, a pizza. And the place we chose for that was, of course, the iconic Joe's Pizza. Finishing the touristy central bit, we finally moved to a different area, which was the financial district. And with that, we also moved to the next hotel. For this evening, we had a very special romantic dinner reservation at a French place, a walking distance from our hotel. The place was located in Soho and it was called La Mercerie. The restaurant is located in the Roman Williams Guild. This is a store of amazing design finds. They describe themselves as a collective vision for home. Everything in the restaurant was amazing, from the cutlery, tableware, the service, music, interiors, and, of course, the food. After we finished with the dinner, we had a strong desire to finally see the city from above in a nice cocktail bar. And when in the financial district, the place to choose is Overstory. Unfortunately though, the waiting list for the bar was more than 2 hours, and so we grabbed a nice, truly American whiskey from a huge list of whiskeys at the downstairs restaurant and bar called Crown Shy, and then had quick cocktails at the neighboring rooftop bar and got to enjoy that view after all. And that was that, the end of day 2.
So we're ready for day 3, and today we're really not lucky with the weather. It's going to rain the whole day, and initially it wasn't supposed to. It was supposed to be another very hot day, and I've planned a lot of walking today.
That's not happening.
First stop is to explore the financial district where we're staying, and then we are moving to Soho, to our hotel. I didn't feel anything from this one because I really hated it, like it just wasn't nice. Now we're exploring the financial district. We'll see the 9/11 Memorial, One World Trade Center. Just have a really quick walk and then go to Soho to get our morning bagel. We wanted to go to the Friends Experience today, which is like one of the super touristy things to do. Yesterday we read in the news that Matthew Perry dies, so now it kind of has even more meaning to it. So that's the plan for today. Our planned long walk in a financial district turned out to be a short run to the tube, subway, to go to the hotel in Soho. The hotel looks amazing, so now we're going to grab the bagels finally.
Bagel?
Super happy with my order. It's whole grain bread, salmon, but they call it lox for some reason, and capers, and Philadelphia, so like cream cheese. And there's some seeds on top. It's really, really good. Don't mind this. Leon's Bagels, honest opinion. The bagel itself, I'd say 8, 9 out of 10. Panzer's bagels are definitely better. Feeling salmon was way too salty. Cream cheese was really, really good, but a bit too much. And capers were good, but I mean, it's capers. Vibe, I feel like if it was sunny, it would have been quite nice. All covered with rain. So it's like all kind of like a little bit disgusting. Second bagel we took was with avocado and cream cheese. And avocado wasn't like sliced properly, so it kept on falling. The experience of eating it was like, I don't know, 4 out of 10. But then the place itself, like how they styled it, how it looked, branding of it is like 10 out of 10. So overall, what is it, like 6.5? I'd recommend trying it once, but will I come back? Probably not. And it was super overpriced.
Outrageous!
After having our first real New York bagel experience, we were off to explore more of the city, starting with Washington Square Park and moving to the Flatiron Building, but not without a little stop on the way.
So disappointed. It's like the healthiest store I've ever been to. It's like better than Whole Foods. I walk around and try to find some, you know, disgusting sweets I grew up hearing about. It's all about the whole wheat that, oatmeal this.
So what I forgot to tell you is that we visited New York around Halloween, and as this day was one day before the actual holiday, we couldn't miss a chance to go costume shopping. For people who don't know, Halloween is actually not that big in the UK.
No way!
Or nowhere else in Europe, to be honest. It is getting celebrated and people do get dressed up and kids do go trick-or-treating, but nowhere near as enthusiastically and as over the top as in the US.
Happy Halloween!
So because of that, we got into the mood and wanted to do something thematic. And by complete accident, we stumbled across a really cool costume store. This honestly felt like a movie, as I think Halloween is not that big anywhere like it is in the US, and so we went through the endless rows of makeup, accessories and costumes, from funny to actually scary to extremely slutty.
In girl world, Halloween is the one night when a girl can dress like a total slut.
This was a full-on authentic experience. And after that, we had planned the most touristy experience imaginable, the Friends experience. Usually when I see things like that, I run as far as I can see, but somehow Friends experience in New York, being such a huge fan, felt so corny, so cheesy, so over-the-top touristy that it just felt right.
New York is awesome!
But first, a quick stop to admire the Flatiron Building, a big architect fangirling moment. If you ever find yourself in a position while in New York thinking, is Friends experience for me? Could I be any more of a tourist? And whether this overpriced experience actually is going to be enjoyable? Then here's my advice. If you really do love the show, go for it. This was, without a doubt, the corniest and cheesiest thing we did during the whole trip, but also one of the most wholesome ones as well. It was all the most interesting facts about the show, the funny bits we all love so much, the costumes and the props, the one-to-one rooms and the coffee house. And the best part, you can sit everywhere, touch pretty much everything and just truly immerse in your biggest fan fantasy. Needless to say, we loved it so much. After immersing ourselves in this silly kind of an experience, we had to find a balance and went to MoMA. Van Gogh, Picasso, Dali, Pollock, Matisse, Kahlo, Warhol, O'Keeffe, Monet, the list goes on and on and on. There are not enough words in the English language to stress the immense significance the museum has as a global hub for modern and contemporary art. Full on culture, we were back to our hotel, which by the way was the best one so far, and in hindsight it was probably the best one of the whole trip. We started getting ready for our dinner. Now this is the nicest room we've had so far. We got us some champagne and oh, it looks so nice. A little bit more on the hotel. Generally speaking, this was the most expensive hotel we've stayed at the whole trip, and it really showed. All the hotels we had this trip were quite tiny, even for London standards tiny. And this one actually was really spacious. The bed was super comfortable, it was so pretty, and the view, oh my god. I also quite liked the area. I wouldn't say Soho was my favorite of all, but it definitely felt like the kind of area you can actually live in, not just visit or work. So I think that also added to the experience, and especially compared to Financial District or the Midtown, it definitely was the winning choice. And so we got changed and went for our second romantic dinner of the trip to Le Coucou. The meal, the interior, the atmosphere, everything was 10 out of 10. It was without a doubt one of the most romantic dinners we have ever had. All the cards aligned, the candles, the interiors, French food. We also really enjoyed people watching there. Upper East Side looking families, stylish friend groups, romantic dates of people of all ages. To say the least, we absolutely loved it there. And just like that, we came back to our room and watched some Friends, which we found on a channel that apparently shows Friends 24/7. And then we sat near our huge window looking at the streets of Soho, people watching, and feeling so grateful for this experience and this day. And that wraps up our part 1 of 2 of our New York adventure. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell button to stay updated for the upcoming part 2. Bye!